So a lot of you that are familiar with scripture and read the title are probably asking yourselves, what is this guy talking about? I thought that the gospel was good news. What sad truth is he referring to? So here's the deal. Today I want to talk to you guys about a specific gospel presentation that I have seen that really doesn't do a good job at illustrating our human condition without Jesus. And we are going to use the Squid Games to illustrate this point. Now I know that there are some Christians out there that believe that we really shouldn't be watching this show. And that's a very good topic, but it's a topic for another video. In the meantime though, let me know in the comments if you think that the Squid Game is a show that Christians should be watching. Now for those that don't know, Squid Game is a series on Netflix that focuses on a desperately indebted group of people in Korea that are first tricked into playing these deadly children games. But then many of them volunteer to come back realizing that the games may be their only chance at winning the money that they need to survive. Now today I want to focus on one specific game involving marbles in the show. Now what you're doing is, as a player, you're taking a set number of marbles that you want to bet, and what you're doing is that you're betting if the other player has a odd or even number of marbles in their hands. Now the winner of this round ends up taking all of the marbles that were bet, and you go on back and forth until one player ends up with all the marbles. What I really want to focus on when it comes to this game is the ability for a player to choose an even or an odd set of marbles. The reason why I want to focus on this is because this reminds me of the gospel presentation that I was just talking to you guys about. Now, when a person is presenting the gospel in this way, what they do is that they place the person that they're talking to in the middle of a crossroads. And what they're telling them is, hey, choose Jesus and you go to heaven, or choose to refuse Jesus and you go to hell. The problem with this presentation is that it fails to illustrate what truly is happening and what truly has happened to humanity. Now let me explain what I mean. Now, according to scripture, those of us that are born after the initial disobedience of our parents, Adam and Eve, are born not wanting to have a relationship with God. What this means is that all of us are born headed towards an eternity without God. In other words, hell. So we really are not at a crossroads when we hear the gospel. We are actually falling to the worst death that there could ever be, an eternity without God. Now what Christ does when he chooses to die on the cross is that he pays for the punishment that we deserve. And in doing so, what he's actually doing is coming alongside us and saying, hey, you are currently headed towards an eternity without me. But here is my hand. If you choose to take it, I can save you and bring you to an eternity with me where you were supposed to be to begin with. This is similar to what's happening with the main character towards the end of the marble game. He is running out of time and he needs the old man to play one last game with him in order for him to win. Now, if the old man chooses not to play with him, he will lose the game and ultimately be eliminated. So realizing this, he chases the old man, trying to get him to play one last time with him before this time runs out. So when Christians decide to follow Jesus, what's happening is that we have realized that the only way out of the current terrible situation that we are in is to hold on to Christ and never let go. Now the awesome part about all of this is that unlike the old man and the main character, we don't have to chase after Christ because he already chose to chase after us. And we see this in the amazing sacrifice that he does for us on the cross, showing that he loves us and that he wants a relationship with us. All right, guys, I hope that this video was helpful. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video, like this video, leave any comments below, and as always, please remember that we must persevere.